Hey, this is Terrence from Radical Marketing here. I want to share a very interesting conversation that I had with a business coach that is a friend of mine and also previously a client of ours as well. And yeah, basically, I just want to share some very, very important lessons that I can apply to my business. And maybe you can get some ideas here for your business as well. And I think they're very, very powerful lessons that we can all apply to grow our businesses. So let's jump into it. And the first thing was I learned from him was that shiny object syndrome is really bad. I've been hurt from it this year, just doing like seeing opportunities everywhere and jumping from one opportunity to another. And I guess that's in my nature because I've done a Kobe test, one of those personality tests, and I know that that is my tendency to jump from one project to another and do multiple projects at the same time, which I am totally capable of. But it is not the best use of my resources. So from now on, what I've decided, yes, we just focus on our main projects, which are the coaches. And if we want to just do one side project at a time, rather than do three, four, five side projects at the same time, right? Yeah, so that is one thing that I've learned from him as well, because he was in the same boat where he had a partner where they were just doing one project after another, and they were juggling like 7, 8 projects at once. And he just like didn't know what was happening after a while, and what was profitable, what was not, because he was so inundated with work that he lost track of what was going on. And eventually that business became unprofitable because they were not focusing on the activities or the projects that gave them the most money and the most profits. So that is a very important lesson. And many entrepreneurs, like maybe like me and like you out there, you're probably suffering from the shiny object syndrome. So just a reminder, just to focus again. All right. So that's the first lesson. Now, the second lesson I learned from him is about simplicity, right? Just focusing on the activities as well that get results, not just focus on like one project, right? But focus on the activities within the project that gets results. For instance, for us in our agency, our main thing is that we are very good at filling up events. That's one thing. And the second thing we're really good at is doing launches. I know that's probably too much, but I just see such a waste in the database of most of our clients that I just can't help myself but yeah, so there's two things that we're really good at, and that's filling up events and also doing launches. So recently, for example, we helped a coach launch his database. Basically, we help him craft the offer, and this is in one of the other case studies. We help him craft an offer, launch the project, and it's at this point in time, it's going to be bring him $500,000 in revenue, in projected revenues, and potentially up to $1 million in projected revenues, right? And that's just through a series of email launches. So we're pretty okay at doing that, right? And other launches we've done past month, we've done a couple of hundred people to a challenge. Actually, yeah, two challenges where there were just over 100 people signing up for the challenge, and that's like totally no ad spend, right? So anyway, I digress, but those are the two things that we're really good at. And yeah, I think we should focus on those things because that's the main thing that gets our clients results and also pays the bills for us. Thank you so much for watching our video. Just a quick interruption to remind you, if you are watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and check out all our other videos on the channel. And if you're checking out this video on our blog post, make sure you check out all the other blog posts on our website. So thank you so much, and back to the rest of the video. So yeah, so that's the second thing that I learned from this guy. And the third thing is that he was telling me that, just hearing the figures that I gave to him, he said, you're probably doing, you should be focusing on your best client. And the third thing is that he was telling me that, just hearing the figures that I gave to him, he said, you're probably doing, you should be focusing on your best clients, right? And getting rid of the clients that are probably not very profitable, and focus, double down on the clients that are profitable. And yeah, this is a big ask of me because in many cases I have this personal relationship with the client, and I really care about them. I really care about the success. But for whatever reason, sometimes I don't want to divulge too much information. But for whatever reason, it's hard to get results for them. I think it's probably in this case. I think he's right. I probably should move on because if we're not getting fantastic results for the client, um, they should move on to find someone else who can, and we should also move on and get results for other people who can, who are, basically gonna work with us properly and to absorb our advice, and who are willing to, just test out different things that we suggest and get results, right? So I think it's a win-win on both parties. So yeah, there's something I need to do within ourselves, within our agency, that we need to basically get rid of clients that have become dead weight over the years, right? It's not easy, but I think this is something we need to do moving forward. And the third thing is that he told me, are we on third or fourth thing right now? I think this is the fourth thing, is that we should consider repositioning ourselves to stand out. And as you know, in the sea of internet marketing right now, there's a whole bunch of marketing agencies. So what he said is to start thinking of ourselves and start looking at how to reposition ourselves, not as a marketing agency, but as a scaling partner. And yeah, which is actually what we do for our clients. I mean, we don't just run ads and build funnels, right? We actually do advise them on what to do. And in many cases, when we advise them and they take our advice, they get fantastic results. So yeah, I think this is something that as Radical Marketing, as an agency, we should consider seriously doing, looking at ourselves and repositioning ourselves as a scaling partner rather than just a marketing agency that does ads and funnels, right? So yeah, that's the other thing I learned, and that we're looking at doing it because ultimately, what it is that if we are positioning ourselves as another marketing agency, there are tons of marketing agencies out there, right? What's to differentiate us from the rest, right? But the thing is, we do provide a much more comprehensive range of service and advice to our clients that many other marketing agencies don't bother with. They just run ads, like Facebook ads, YouTube ads, whatever, but they don't really look at the strategy of the client, which we do in many cases. So yeah, I think he's right that we should look at repositioning ourselves as a scaling partner. And the final thing is that one of the key things in our agency is that what we do is that we have a retainer plus success fee model, right? So the success retainer fee, it could be just a couple of thousand, and then the success fee is a percentage. And he said one thing that really struck me is that your retainer fee should be inconsequential in the scheme of things because you're generating so much results. And for our best clients, that is so true because the retainer is like a very small percentage of the total. And I think that's what he was saying, that first of all the things that he mentioned just now, and the other thing was to just focus on getting results for clients, and so that we are profiting based on results, right? And I think that is so true, and that's something we really need to focus on and talk about. How we can just focus on purely generating results, and as a result, actually making bulk of our revenue from the results that we generate because we're working as a partner, right? So the retainer should just be a small percentage of the whole thing that we get from our clients or our partners moving forward. So those are the lessons we learned, and I thought I'll share this with you because maybe just one or two of these ideas is useful for your business, and I hope that that added value in this video. So I please do comment if you're watching this on YouTube or our blog. And yeah, I hope to see you in our next videos that we produce for you as we share more ideas on how to grow your business from Radical Marketing. Thank you so much for watching.